Good morning all, or good afternoon all.
Good afternoon, Mr. Saxon.
And good afternoon, Mr. Barry Peatling. And welcome all to the Barry Peatling football show.
Yeah, and it's a very nice day in Chelsea for change. It's still cold, but we've got a little bit of variety today. I got some video of the Mornington and MPL and Geelong interleague game on last Saturday. That'll be coming up later after this, alright?
Got vision of it.
I've got vision. Probably about 10 to 15 minutes. It's pretty good too. So here we are. This is when I was backing up in Shepparton days. I think I was running. Where's it? There's a goal kicking.
Goal kicking there. Second, is it?
I think I was running second at.
Yeah.
I finished up second in the competition with
wow.
52, and I ran second in the GVL award, best and fairest in the comp, and that was one of my many good cuttings of good old Shepparton days.
From the Shep days.
It was a way back day, but the
Old Shep.
Finish up runners up with a goal kicking, and wasn't about to do it for a little rover. So there you go.
There we go.
There we go.
So that's a little bit from yesteryear.
Actually 1967 it was, yeah.
1967.
66, 67 I think it was.
66, 67. Now, we're going to get into there was no local competition, it was the country round. Interleague and MP and the Mornington Peninsula versus the Geelong. At the MCG back.
It was, and the crowd, like I say, I'll be saying more
Let's
about
talk about the crowd.
The crowd was, I predicted it would be probably 200.
Yep, you're wrong.
At the start of the game, I tell you, I reckon it'd be about 50, but it did increase, the crowd increased as the day went on, but that MCG ground, that's the first time I've seen it for a while, that was like a carpet.
Oh, it's beautiful.
But it
beautiful
was, but the crowd, to say, it was only about probably 60, between 60 and 100, but it did build up. I mean, they wasn't showing the out of the cameras much during the game, I can tell you now. Right. Because it was empty.
Right, okay, so it does look very, very barren, the MCG, because it's got such a capacity.
Well, it's one of the best grounds in the world.
Yeah.
You play any sport.
But if there's not a lot of people in there, it does.
It looks very, I mean, my mother, I said this on the video, last time I played there when I was about 17 in the MCG, and there's about 50 people there, and I can actually hear my mum yelling out.
Yeah, right.
Heck around the ground. So I know what it's like to be playing with no one watching.
So what were your thoughts on the game, Barry?
I thought it was pretty ordinary, Colin.
Ordinary quality?
Pretty ordinary. I've seen a lot of interleague games over the last 40 years, and I tell you, that's one of the most, for the class and these are supposed to be the best players in Geelong and the best players in MPL. My star man, Shane McDonald, he was couldn't get in the game, hardly in the game. I've tagged about 3 or 4 tags, but he probably one of the worst games I've seen him play.
Well, but it's a step up a league, isn't it?
No, but he's always been a star.
Maybe there's something to do with gelling with the other
players. He's always plays well in those interleague games, but this one, I don't know what. They must have had some information because they had 2 or 3 players on him all day.
Oh, okay.
But the standard was pretty ordinary.
So you've got for the viewers, you've got some footage of the game.
Oh, I've got some footage. Actually, I'm doing some commentating over the commentators.
Right.
Without this, they 3WRP. They are very good, those fellas. They can.
That's your mate McAvoy, isn't it?
I think Simon McAvoy is one of the fellas here, and. But I was giving my little comments during the game, but I hope it comes out all right. But
yeah, so that's straight after this little repertoire.
Well, we're just going to give you the best players
from Barry, and he's going to give you the best players and goal kickers.
Yeah.
Did you get the final score, by the way?
Yeah, I'll give the whole game. First quarter was MPL 3-6 to Geelong 6-1. Extraordinary kicking 6-1.
Yeah.
Second quarter, MPL kicking bad again, kicked 1-5, 4-11 to 9-2. Third quarter was 8-11 to 14-4. I mean, we're still in the game there.
Yeah.
But the last quarter, final score was 11-17 MPL to Geelong, 16-9. Very good kicking. Now I must mention a fellow called Davenport. He was a superstar for Geelong. He'll play in the AFL next year. Yeah, for sure. And another fellow called Matty McMahon, Clark, and Sam Dobson. Watch out for these 3 names. They'll be playing.
Okay. You heard it here first.
Someone will swoop them on because they are the scouts watching these games. The scouts. He'll be, but that Davenport will be another fellow for. I think he's playing for MPL. Garth, right. Remember that name too?
Stood out, did he?
Oh, he killed them. Yeah. I got written down here, Shane McDonald, he didn't have any effect on the game, mate.
Right.
First time I've seen him play an average game. But he was putting him, but 3 taggers I had on him all day.
3 taggers?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so goal kickers, Barry, you have any goal
Well,
kickers?
I did have the goal kickers. I couldn't remember the names of some of them fellas, but
Barry.
no, I didn't get
No
the goal
goal
kickers.
kickers,
I knew it didn't.
We apologise.
I didn't know how. I mean, the record.
But you can see the scores on the screen.
Yeah, they'll be coming up.
Did you get the last bit? Did you?
I think I got a bit of the last quarter, and I think the last. Well, I'm not sure, but it was about 20 minutes of footage, I think.
Mm.
And
20 minutes.
Because it's around about that, but I was commentating on the commentators during the game. I was sort of speaking over them, and I think I'll come out right.
So that's something to look forward to.
This fella here will get it organised.
I got it all fixed up.
So,
Something to look forward to, viewers. Barry speaking over the other commentators as he gives you the highlights of the video.
Yeah, and I'll be. I think this man here, I'll point over there, that way there. He's a man. Here he is there.
Yeah.
This is sort of reverse here. If I'm going there,
that's weird, isn't it?
But
from here.
I think my viewers will enjoy when you see the video.
So that's the football for this week, and you wanted to say something about a Victorian horse riding trainer.
Oh yeah, I must mention this is Tony Cornwall. He like this. This fella.
Hello, Tony.
Yeah, he's going all right. This Bryce Stanaway. Look, I've been following this fella the last. Well, no, not following, but he's got horses in the.
You haven't been stalking him, have you? No.
No, but it just. I don't know how. Look, when I give you these stats, you'll realise why these owners keep this fella training in their horses. I reckon he's been around for about 10 years, at least. And I'll give you his stats.
Yeah, right.
He's got his 5 horses he's got in, they were in yesterday. Mm-hmm. The 5 horses in, that's all, he's only got 5 horses. I've just totaled them all up. They've had 334 starts.
Right.
Just remember that, 334 starts. How many wins he got? 12.
Was that a lot?
12 wins. 334 starts and 40 placings.
Oh, well, he's been in the mix.
12 wins? There's 240, 80...
Well, he's won 12 times. That's more than you.
Yeah, but 330...
You're having a go at him.
I'm not having a go, I'm just giving you the stats that... I mean...
Give it up, you reckon?
As I wrote...
Give it up?
If the owners of the horses, they must have a lot of patience, Colin. One horse has got 94 starts, 2 wins.
Give it up.
2 wins and 94 starts.
What, does he place or what then?
No.
Is he getting paid to lose?
Look, Bryce Stanley, you might be a nice fella. I've never seen you, never done where you come from, but I don't know how these. Look, if I had a horse with a fella with say had 20 starts and didn't have a win, I'd say, well, listen, mate, I just think I might go and change the trainer. All right? But they've
Give it a spell.
I presume they are. The owners are stuck fat with him, I suppose.
Yeah.
But
maybe he's a relative.
But I was telling Tony a few months ago. But you're like, this is 300. I just totaled them up today for you.
There we go.
So there you go. But look, you might be a good fellow and a good trainer, but you're just not getting through to your horses, mate.
Wake up.
I reckon that's got to be a world record.
To wake up.
It's got to be a world record, Colin.
All right. Next week, Barry.
Next week, Chelsea's playing Langwarren down. Where's Langwarren's football ground, Colin?
Lloyd Park.
Is that easy to find? Is that on Lloyd Park? That's down Cranbourne, Frankston.
Viewers, if you could phone up and let Barry know.
No, I'll get it.
Where Lloyd Park is.
We haven't played there for about 2 years.
That'd be down towards Langwarren, I'd say.
And
I think it's off Frankston Cranbourne Road.
One of them roads.
Yeah,
I think it's a big ground, I think, isn't it?
Frankston Cranbourne Road. So that's next week. Your prediction?
I'd say about between. I think I made my prediction last week. Between 6 and 12 goals.
6 and 12 goals. Win. Wow.
We'll jump up.
We haven't sort of blown anyone out of the water yet, Barry. We've only had
we're just lucky to win, Colin.
So you're predicting 6 to 12 goals?
For sure, yeah. And
okay. You heard it here first, viewers.
We're just about to start to, not just about, we are gelling together a lot better than was last 2 seasons, I can tell you now.
So give us your Cheerios then, Barry.
Oh yes, I got my little Cheerios, my little darling. Where's your
Cheerio list? There it is.
Right in front of me.
Right in front of you.
Yeah, PH, Sandy and Carlos. How's things going, PH? All right?
Good. Mm-hmm.
I was going to give a ring.
Pretty good.
I don't think I'll try again. I tried to give him a ring last week, didn't work out. So I think it might be just something wrong with the system or whatever. But I'll try again tonight, PH.
We've got phone issues.
Around about 7 o'clock. And of course, Tony Cornwall.
Hello, Tony!
My superstar cousin.
Hello.
You'll like my little Bryce Denaway, because he's a bad punter, Tony. He's a big punter. And
he might correct it. He might have some other stats.
I'll give you a call tonight, Tony, around about 7. We'll have a chat and tell me what you think about Mr. Bryce Denaway. Of course, my little darling Ning, and my sweet little lady, she's getting a bit better at the moment. She's looking more healthy, and she could be coming down the mobile with a bit of luck in the next couple of months where she gets herself back in business.
Hello, Ning.
So this is cheerio to you too, my little sweetie. So that's nearly about all we got for today, Colin.
That's the footage.
Oh, the footage. This is going to be good. Yeah, I think I just seen a bit of it when Colin was.
I had to edit the footage.
Edit a bit of a interruption, but that's all from me this week, and that's all from him.
Let's go bye.
Bye bye. See you all next week.
Bye bye.
CG for the interleague game here of the MPL against the Geelong district team here. It's in the last quarter now. I'll show you the crowd in a minute. But Geelong have been a bit too good the last 3 quarters, and I think they'll finish up winning pretty easy. But we're in the forward line here, and got a bit of a live commentary going there too at the moment. Look at the ground, looks immaculate. Only about, I reckon, I had a bit of a forecast last week what crowd will be there at the game to watch this game. I reckon I said about 200 or 300. I think it might be about 100 too much, but it's the first for this MPL and interleague game ever in this for the last 50 years. So I'll just video a bit of this stuff here so you can see what's been going on off my computer. But they're a bit too classy for the MPL. McDonald was pretty quiet in the first quarter, but second quarter and the third quarter he sort of sparked up a bit. But he's had 3 taggers on him all day. But this MCG ground is like a carpet. I can tell you now, it looks $1 million. And of course, this is a prelim game to the VFL game. It's going to start at another hour or so. But this is the first time any of this interleague game has been played on the MCG ever. So I'll film a bit of footage here, and he's missed that easy goal too, that Geelong fella. But the MPL has kicked very bad. They kicked at 3/4 time, or half time. They were about 3:10. They kicked 1 goal 9 in the second quarter. I mean, they kicked themselves right out the game. But I think they're going to they'll finish up getting knocked over pretty easily at the moment. They're about 5 goals behind at the moment. What's that? 91 to 63. Nearly 5 goals behind with about 10 minutes to go. But it's been a pretty ordinary standard game for this. I've been watching most of the game, and the standards hasn't been very good at all. I've played in the interleague games and would have been beat these sides by 10 goals the way they've been playing today in the Wimmer League. But there's not much. And these commentators have done a pretty good job, really. They know all the players, and there's only about 4 players I know on this side for the MPL. Might have been only 3, but Aaron Edwards, the gunner plays for Pines, he's been very quiet today. He's got about 2 or 3 marks, and he just missed a goal about 5 minutes ago from 40 yards out. But they haven't been, they've just been too strong all day, and it hasn't been a very high standard, I can tell you that. Now I've been watching all the game, and I just thought I'd video a bit of the last quarter, show the viewers out there what standard's been going on. See the crowd there? There's about 50 out in the outer southern stand, I reckon. At the outer southern stand. It'd have to be the smallest crowd for any game of VFL game. But I reckon we had a bigger crowd, and I was playing back in the early 60s. We were playing Richmond Force, we were playing Melbourne Force, and I reckon we had a bigger crowd there then. Every time you yell out to your teammate, there's the echo around the ground. It's unreal. But this is, there's not much more crowd there than there was back in the early 60s, I can tell you now. But it is a first for the combined teams to play at the final at it. And these fellas must be wrapped to play on this sort of surface. They probably have never seen a surface like this before in their life playing the football. Because this is the best I've ever seen in MCG. It really is. It's got it's feeling like a carpet. Now you can hear I'll let you listen to these commentators for the next few minutes, and I'll just video it for you. I'll give it a bit more volume for you.
As the ball's not clear, Jai Thompson leads in the race, gets it over to the skipper in Davenport, looking for an option, turns, goes wide, looking for Gas. Can he take it? No, he can't, but he kicks the ball in front of him. He's dispossessed. Ball comes out to Johnson at ground level. Geelong is still in this. Johnson gets in the way there. Is Potts. Ball comes out. Good work here. Comes back to Johnson. The skipper goes wide. Has he got a teammate? Oh, Sheringham. Tim takes a great mark and goes in to his co-captain in Jason Davenport.
Yeah, this Davenport's been a good player for this club. I tell you, he can play.
Kick all day, Geelong goes to the top of the square. Dobson takes the mark. Just great use there. Great
settle down, mate. Settle down.
Dobson had 2 to beat, and he just leant on his opponent and took a lovely mark on the chest. And this to boot number 3.
And this will absolutely ice the game, boys and girls. Like 11 minutes without a goal. It was in Geelong's favour in here, but I didn't say it was a full bottle.
And he did. When the MPNFL did come back at the MPNFL, Milky did say, we've got it on record that he backed out and said, I don't pay my debts. So right back at you as Dobson goes bang, kicks the goal. Goal number 15 for Geelong. 15-8-98, Mornington 8-15-63. That's Dobson's third. You're listening to RPP, the voice of country football.
He's going to finish up a wipeout, I think, where they're going. The broadcasts are pretty good, I tell you. There's 3 fellas. I think I've heard them on the radio occasionally. Triple R, double P on Mornington Station on the radio. They're pretty good.
They're doing it beautifully at the moment, Geelong. They've had all the answers all afternoon. And Mornington Peninsula, they've threatened on a couple of occasions, but just haven't been able to get close enough. We have to start thinking about who's going to get close to being best on ground. If we can actually get close enough to who wins it.
Sam Dobson's been very good. 3 goals. A lot of conjecture about midweek.
Kicked a couple of goals as well. McMahon out of the gut, sends Geelong into attack again. That man Dobson's at the bottom of it. It's Ben on that occasion. Comes out. Oh, good work here by the defenders from Mornington. Wrapped up in a tackle though.
We'll give this a spell now, and I'll come back in the last few minutes of the game and get the best on the ground, whatever, and the votes and whatever, and I'll come back very shortly, okay?
Floyd wants it back. He's got to be in contention for the 3 votes today. They've wanted the ball in his hands right. Tips it up.
What's going on here? Can't ever turn this bloody thing on.
In there is Jackson Sheringham laying a big tackle down there, and the umpire eventually.
Back again. I had a bit of muck around that a few minutes ago getting this thing up, but
trying to crash his way through.
It's only about 5 minutes to go,
Wrapped up in a tackle.
and I think that what's going on here?
No, you're right.
Put the right screen here.
Ball up, right on the plane of 50. There is
Well,
Knight, goes to ground, Delaney, old Matty McMahon, just a clever kick
Hang
off
on,
the
what have we got here?
ground. Picked off on this occasion by Hendry. His hands were, he's just gone into head.
What's done there? There's a problem with this video camera. I'll get the last few minutes of the game here, and what's the score? 104 to 83.
Just using the footy now. He's gone straight up looking for Tim Sheringham. He will not drop it.
At least they've outscored Geelong this quarter. They've kicked 4 goals for 2 in this quarter.
Tim Sheringham looks for a teammate to give it to. He puts it out in front of Sam Dobson, but he's dispossessed. Good work there by Hendry. Ball goes up to Tapscott. He ducks the tackle. Well done. Mongrels it into the goals. The forward 50. There's a foot race on. Ball to win it, and he'll relieve for Geelong. And it was just a ridiculous kick there by Tapscott. Just unleashed.
McDonough was pretty alright.
100 metres there.
Played a fair game the first half, but he's been tagged out the game the last half. Just can't get in the action back of today, somehow or other.
Matty McMahon, who's got another one short.
been doing this all afternoon. Tim Sheringham, wider, goes to
Runner.
It does. Kicks it inside 50 now. Here's Dobson, as easy as you like.
Look at my boy just weaseling his way to the forward pocket.
There's a siren. Here goes the siren, boys and girls.
And Sam Dobson's kicked 3 goals this afternoon. Has been sensational.
This fella can play. Well, Sam Dobson, I reckon nearly best on the ground.
Geelong Football League.
3 goals and he's had about 25 possessions, this fella.
They do move it forward.
I'm sure that these other fellas say who they give their vote. LaFontaine from MPL is going to be a star, mate. 18-year-old. I got cut up before and I was talking about him.
But it doesn't matter because the Geelong Football
But this LaFontaine kicked a 15-metre goal. He's only 18-year-old. He's going to be a superstar. 16-9 to 11-17.
We'll be back with a full-time wrap. You're listening to RPP, the voice of country football.
Well, that's it. That's it for the game, for the final of the MPL, not the interleague game, and actually the crowd sort of picked up a bit too the last half an hour, because this other game, the VFL is going to be on shortly, so but I reckon at the start of the game, I reckon there was about 70 people around the ground. It was fascinating to look at the ground with 70 people in from a capacity crowd of 115,000. Amazing. But I hope this video comes out because I got cut off a couple of times, and at least you got the final score. They might give the votes, I think, in a minute with a bit of luck. I'll give you my vote. Sam Dobson, them number 19 for Geelong. You got my vote. I'd like to stay another couple of minutes, so you might give the presentation in a minute. Oh, everybody hugging everybody. You've done that when I was playing, you get taken off the ground. Just like giving everybody a kiss to these players, unbelievable. Well, that'll do it. They're going to probably muck around for setting the trophies, and but that's all we got. I thought I might just do this and just to show the viewers out there. It's the first time this game's ever been televised live in England.
We've got all the stars here on RPPFM, and if you just joined us,
there he is.
Not a one-sided affair, but it's been a dominant performance from the Geelong Football League. They've won 16-9, 105 to the MPNFL 11-17-83. It was the WorkSafe Country Championships League 1 versus League V2, and it was the Geelong Football Club who maintained their position as the best country football, or the best football league in the state, and as I said, arguably the country. And the margin was 21 points at quarter time in favour of Geelong, 5-1-31 to 1-4-10. Still 21 points at half time. They blew it out to 27 at 3/4 time, and the MPNFL were able to work their way back a little in the final term, and the eventual margin was 22 points. 16-905 to 11-17-83. Jason Davenport and Sam Dobson each kicked 3 goals for the Geelong Football League. Cameron Delaney kicked a couple, as did Simon Close. 1 each to McLaughlin, Haynes, Monaghan, Close, Moreland and Thompson. And for the MPNFL, Nick Corp kicked a couple, as did Matt LaFontaine and Kyle Hutchison. 1 each to Miller, Minchington, McDonald and Tapscott. Boys, it was all Geelong all afternoon. They had all the answers for the entirety.
Well, that's all we got for today.
It tells a story. It tells a bit of a story in terms of 58 inside 50 to 51 in favour.
Enough of that, mate. See you, mate.